Yeah, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Kill So Frosty, and I'm here with my boy
Flight School Pre.
And we got
StakkStone in the building.
And you got your artist with you. What's your name?
LadyMac.
LadyMac, man.
Yes,
Alright. So boom, man. Stack. Let's start with you. Before we start with the artist. So tell us exactly where you're from, my boy.
I'm from Brooklyn, man. I'm one of them dudes that lived in all parts of Brooklyn. So I got roots from Flatbush to Red Hook to Brownsville to East New York, Crown Heights, Bed-Stuy, you name it. I done laid.
Like we spoke before, I told you like I was familiar with you being from Crown Heights. You want to give us a little bit of that history before you go into the other side?
Oh, I came home to Crown Heights. Like I came home to Nostrand and Park Place, and I started fucking with these kids from Nostrand and Park Place, La Costa Nostrand, and Skanks and them niggas, and fucking Bills, what's his name? One of them little homies from Albany Projects, but I was fucking with them. That's when I met Shotty when I came home. It's that crew over there.
You're talking about your recent bit?
Yeah. Well, it was 13 years ago, so that's not recent.
Which was that? Which Shotty? Shotty, that's Shotty from Nine Trade with the
Shotty.
situation.
Yeah, that's Shotty. Yeah. I mean, he was fresh. He was a puppy when I met him and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was just coming to the trades and shit. I was schooling him on the history of them, on his history of the trades and shit. That was it.
Okay. So you being a big homeboy and all that, did they keep in contact with you when they was doing anything with the tradeway situation, or?
Nah, them niggas, you couldn't even keep contact with them. They was gone. They was gone, bro. They was out the stratosphere. They was getting millions of dollars. They was living. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How you felt about that? How that whole situation turned out?
A lot of my homies got time, you know what I'm saying? So I feel fucked up. It's fucked up. I know a lot of homies that got time.
You from like the old Brooklyn though, like the real 50 cents Brooklyn?
Oh yeah,
around those times.
Yeah.
Speaking of
that time. Yeah, I was a pup when them niggas. Like that time, those were the OGs and shit, like Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's my OG, Rick Martin. Those my OGs. I was under them, so I was looking up to them type of dudes. They was already out in the streets, heavy. Sticking up trains and buses and shit like that.
How long did you end up doing in the system altogether?
Like about 20 years altogether. I first started doing biz in Jersey, yeah.
That's crazy, man. You want to talk elaborate on that a little bit?
Yo, I first started coming to the system when I was 14, and I didn't come home till I was 17. I got caught in Jersey. We did an armed robbery. They gave me 3 years out there. That's when I learned how to box out there from these niggas from New Jersey, Newark, Patterson, Passaic, Trenton. Them niggas taught me how to fight. Then I came back to Brooklyn. I was just knocking niggas out. So my reputation was like, you know what I'm saying? I was just flattening niggas quick and shit. So I went to John's.
Like that, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
You said you had caught you had caught a charge drawing one of your bids.
Oh yeah, I caught a new charge when I was upstate. Yeah,
so they added extra time.
Yeah, Elmira. Yeah, I caught a new one at Elmira. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, that's when the shit was going crazy in Elmira at that time.
Speak on that, huh?
I mean, it was just hectic, man. It was like a war and shit. The blood was, it was running the show around that time. And that's when the separation came. You know what I'm saying? We just separated. We was the first crew that separated from UBN.
Okay, talking about the blood joint, you was one of the first big homies out there with the blood situation. How was that like for you when that shit first hit? I mean, I know the people already know about how your joint was already, but I'm talking about like...
Initially, I wasn't trying to bang when I came. I caught a robbery. I was impersonating police and sticking up drug dealers and two dudes on illegal shit. So when I got to Rikers Island, I had a parole. So I was trying to bail out before my parole hold dropped. So when I came to C95, it was hectic in there. It was like oppressed. But I wasn't trying to condition myself to get on some gangbanging shit at that time. I was just trying to get the bail out and get the fuck out of there. But when I came back from court, and I knew I wasn't going nowhere, my mind shifted to gangbanging because it wasn't no bloods. It was just one dude that came from up north. His name was Mark Cross, and he came to C95. And he came, turned it up, like he was flagging. Like one of the only niggas flagging and shit. And it just inspired everybody else that was in different houses. And in one particular day, that shit popped. Like every alarm was just going off, bang, bang, bang. And I just popped at 16 upper. And I went to the receiving room. That's how I became blood. Then went to the pound.
You said you from an era like where people didn't respect Brooklyn niggas. Not saying didn't respect Brooklyn niggas, but niggas feared Brooklyn niggas.
Yo, niggas thought Brooklyn niggas was grimy. Nobody really wanted to fuck with Brooklyn niggas. It was the aura, like, yo, they gonna rob you. Don't go there. If a girl met you, don't go to Brooklyn. They gonna snatch a chain. They gonna rob you, send you back on the train.
So they looked at us like we was dirtbags.
Yeah, yo, it was the truth. Yo, you think I'm lying? Yo, the Donnie Ross concert, that shit was in the Guinness Book of World Records. That was the day that it was most robberies committed in Manhattan.
Wow.
And that was all Brooklyn.
That's crazy.
Yo, they used to turn shit
So
over.
listen, let me ask you a question. Fast forward a little bit, but I don't want to stick to it a little bit. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like after y'all did that interview with Queen's Flip and everything, things kind of went sour. You want to talk about that situation a little bit? Like why did everything go sour when it was just about bringing the history of New York City?
I don't know, bro. You gotta ask them. But from my perspective, you look at it.
I plan on asking them.
Alright, but niggas was drunk.
Yeah, from your perspective.
Niggas was drunk. Niggas was drunk. Niggas was drinking before I even got there. You know what I'm saying? They called me on the phone. Yo, Stak, come up here with us. Blah, blah, blah. I get up there, and shit just went haywire. I don't know why they went haywire, but it seemed like they were saucy, and one thing led to another. Tempers got flared. Niggas got hot. But after that, it was a bunch of lies being told. Nobody fought none of that shit.
Yeah, I understand. So, out of all the stories that was being told, like, what do you feel like was the most accurate? Like, maybe it can't be 100%, because even DNA is not 100%. Like, which one you feel like was, like, the closest to reality of what you could...
All them niggas got their own truth. That's the truth.
Right.
Soul B got his truth. Wildcat got his truth. KK got his truth. CK got his truth. Stak got his truth. Mel Cross got his truth. So it's different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny nobody's shit. I'm pretty sure all them niggas put in work.
Yeah.
Did I see it? No. But I can vouch for some of them. You know what I'm saying? I can vouch for mostly all of them at some point. You know what I'm saying? I know Killer Cat was definitely putting in work, bro. I can vouch for him. But, you know what I'm saying? That's about, I never really seen nobody else because I ain't meet them. I seen CK, but I seen CK when he was at Elmira. And when I seen CK was out the whip. He was like a wanted man when I seen him.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, so fast forward, like, between you being involved in all that, how did you get to doing the music, like being a manager in a situation like that?
Yo, when I came home, I knew I wasn't going back. You know what I'm saying? I went to college. I was like, fuck it. This music is always something I wanted to do. And I started bringing in artists. But it's hard out here because, you know what I'm saying, nobody want to pull you in. There's a lot of politics and there's a lot of leverage. You got to have the leverage. But I always knew that if you had some fire music, this shit was going to be undeniable. It's going to break down doors.
You said it's hard, but was it hard like when you came home? Because you say you did 13, right?
Yeah.
So the transition, I mean, from jail to the streets, was it hard?
For me, no, because of the box set me straight. That shit is 4 years in there. So when I got out the box, it was like I was born again.
Yeah.
Like anything in the street was like I was infallible. So the shit that niggas was crumbling for, that shit was like nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the name of the music situation? What is it? Is it a music group or a label? Like, what is it exactly?
Yo, it's a music group.
Okay. So
music group.
Your first artist is?
I got LadyMac right here. I got Brooklyn Batman, and I got Euro. I got Maserati
Alright,
Euro.
LadyMac. Alright, chill.
So you said Lady Mac is the first one.
So,
Yeah, she popping right now. Yeah.
alright, so LadyMac.
Yes.
So let's hear something about you, man. Where's LadyMac from?
I'm from Brooklyn too. Like, I was a foster kid growing up, so like I spent my whole life all over New York City. I done lived in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, you know, so growing up like that, it's like a lot of people know you for different names. Some people know me as Tweety, some people know me as Lady Mac, my new name as I go for as an artist.
Okay. So you everywhere from New York City?
Yeah.
So how was it for you growing up in New York City, like in that
It's kind of
situation?
hard because, you know, I was born in Harlem, raised in Brooklyn, went to school in Queens. It was crazy. So, you know, in that time, you know, cutting face was real popular. If you're a pretty girl, you get your face cut, get stomped into a game, you gotta pick a side. I went to school at PS 203. You know, that's Canarsie, 52nd Street, Flatbush. I was like the only black girl in there, but everybody loved me.
Okay, it was like that.
Yeah, but everybody loved me. That's the thing. You know, I'm a real cool person if you really get to know me. Like, I try to speak a lot about my life when it go through my music. And I know sometimes it be sounding like real hard and
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
What
Like,
inspires
you
you?
to the music? Yeah.
Not only what she's bringing, but
Wait.
what inspires you?
Answer that one first.
What inspired me? My life, honestly. Being a foster kid, it's like real hard growing up.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. That's what I attract foster kids.
That's that thing
I fuck with the gutter people that got some shit and go break the concrete.
Yeah, okay.
Season the concrete.
The underdog.
The underdog.
Yeah, that's my next album name, Underdog.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I was, back to you, like I was saying, so what you say? You ask her your influences. What you ask her?
She answered it.
Well, so what are your influences? Like, who are your influences? Like, really?
Like right now,
Yeah.
I mean, most of them have passed away, but I'm not gonna front. I still love Lauryn Hill. That's somebody that really influenced me. Jam Master Jay.
Yeah.
DMX, unfortunately, like I'm really influenced by the older rappers, yeah. But saw how the Prince right now, he's putting it up. My homegirl, Miss Hustle, she doing her thing for the ladies. Megan doing her thing, Cardi doing their thing. You know, everybody got their own genre to who they are.
So you like rappers?
Yeah, I like singers too.
She came up with Cardi though. That's her pick.
Yeah, that's one of my picks.
How was that about?
I mean, you know, you pass people in the street, you pass people in the club, you tend to make friends and become cool, cordial. But you know, she's not a bad person. Like from the first day I've ever met her, she's always been lovable. Yeah, like I actually met her through Star Brim. She had hit me up. I was doing a little bartending at this club. I do bartending sometimes, videos, whatever. So she was doing a gig there, Trap House. That was the name of it, on Rockaway in Atlantic.
Yeah,
she run Cardi through. It was all love. Like she really embraced me. It wasn't like, oh, I don't know you, get away from me, you can't sit with me. She's really a lovable person. I don't know why people like feel like she's just this wild individual that don't fuck with nobody, but she really not like that. She lovable.
So what's the name of the first project that you got coming out for everybody?
I have already dropped a couple of projects, but right now I got Gunvana out. Right now I'm about to drop this new project.
What's Gunvana about?
Gunvana, it was like mostly just introducing myself to the public, letting them know who I am, where I came from, more hard rap. You know, a lot of people said I remind them of MC Light. I swear, I'm just being honest. When I sing, they be like, "Oh, you remind me of Lauryn Hill." So it was just really to try to give them a feel of who I am.
You got the stay in your lane video you put out last year.
Yes, I did.
How you know? Did you research?
Dubai. I mean, I think Dubai did the best. I got 21K on Dubai right now. That came out. That song was really inspired me from Chinks. Okay. I love that music.
Yes. Rest in peace to my little
Rest in peace to him. I mean, like, I've met him a couple of times.
That's the homie.
And he was just so loving. Yeah. I would say that. Loving, caring, really up forward. Like, come here, like, let me hear what you're talking about. So when I was thinking about the song and thinking about, you know, being in the store with the ox, they always tell me Abu Dhabi is somewhere you have to go talk to them to get anything through Dubai, basically. You know, that's the council, you have to talk to them. So that's how I really came up with the concept of the song and wound up going viral. It was a good song, you know. Right now I'm just trying to work on my next hit. That's what's most important. You know, it's a lot of people being artists right now, but the door is open.
So you're just working on songs?
Nah, I got 2 albums coming out right now. Underdog 1, Underdog 2. I got mad features. When I say I got features, I got major features. There's so many artists
Is there anybody you could talk about, or you want to surprise the people?
I mean, it don't matter. Me and Rookie LeBron got something coming out. Me and Brooklyn got something coming out. I'm supposed to be doing something with 808 Off, Sosa. I got a couple of people I'm trying to work with right now. I've been hitting Jacquay forever. A lot of people don't like him, but that's my boy. He always supported me. He be playing games. But you know, I'm just trying to put a new feel to music.
Any of the young rappers?
I mean,
nah, they into the drill thing right now.
I do my drill thing.
Yeah, we doing the drill.
I do all that.
They in a different zone.
I'm saying the way you just said, nah, they doing the drill.
Listen, Tom Mars and the Albert Mars dude, they official. I mess with them, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like
it's a real right guy.
Yeah, that's a fact. I feel like in the rap game, you know, there's always a wave. You know, there's a wave. There's always a wave. But when you got talent's always gonna oversee the wave. You feel me? I got talent. I'm not just a one person or one wave artist where it'd be like, oh, you in this lane. Like I went to Atlantic Records, sat down at the table, spoke to them. And, you know, the things that they told me, it was like, wow. And then it was like, oh, okay. So, you know, he basically said to me, like, listen, man, right now, this was 2 years ago, mind you. He said, right now, we focus on Cardi. If we bring you along, that's it. Yeah. Because you got too many lanes. She's a one-lane person right now, and she popping. But you know, my time gonna come. And when I come, they better be ready. Because I write all my raps, my body's real, and I'm official.
LadyMac.
Right. And the bars is fire. And she know how to make a complete song.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What's that supposed to mean, though?
Yo,
Some people
everybody
can't
don't know how
do
to make a
that.
song.
Yeah, they good
That's
at
what I'm saying.
features.
What do you mean?
There's
by
some artists that can't make a complete song. Like they just got bars. They got one couple of hook. Like they got a couple of hot lines and energy. But you try to put up a song that gonna hit in the top 10 or top 25. They can't do it.
Okay.
Unless they got a feature.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact.
back up, I want to make sure that people get it. So the name of the next project is called
Underdog.
1, Underdog 2.
Yeah, that's 2 different albums coming out.
All right, so it was the single we gonna put out for
My
that.
single is Leave 'Em. Yeah.
Yo.
I got this single coming out with this
You did the
girl.
video already? Or
I'm
you just
doing
got
the
a song?
video July 3rd.
Okay.
That's when the video's getting done. It'll probably drop like July 10th, maybe July 15th around that time. I did this song with this particular young female because, you know, there's a lot of good talent out here. But sometimes, like, I've been Instagram famous, 29K. I had I Am LadyMac page. This is actually my second page.
Yeah.
But you know, when you fire and you trying to get into the industry, it's hard to get people to help you, no matter what you is. I'm 8. You understand? I
Yes,
know
they
a lot of
must have
apes
something.
putting on right now. I know
Yeah.
I be around a lot of famous apes right now.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you better than other people, and I'm better than a lot of men, they don't want to put you on that track with them. They don't want you to run on them because I'm running on people right
listen,
now.
because you know this is part of your history. So we
That's
talking
right.
About, hey, what we talking about?
I'm NSGG.
Okay.
The big Euro,
That's like
Bloody
the blood.
Tweety.
That's like the blood situation.
Yeah, yes, I am.
So how is it? I want because I want
So
to
Let's
ask.
that's
go.
what we claiming.
Yeah, he two times.
How is the gang situation for females in NYC?
Let me tell you something right now. I mean, I feel like no backbite. I know I'm supposed to say this. I just feel like we not as unified as we supposed to be. Like for example, you know, Ape really started off for Black Panther. You know, so that's what it was really about.
Dope.
So I feel like if we a family and we a unity, how come we not embracing each other as a family?
Yeah, put
Like,
each other up.
yeah, like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, yo, I love my wolves. I just did an all crip party Sunday.
Okay.
I remember what I told you. I got a big ape on me right here. I'm always flagging. They know the vibe. So it's just be crazy how they'll embrace you more than your own. Right. Look at Fabio. Shout out to Fabio. Shout out to them because his man 808 be in my box right now. He be looking out for me and I really respect them. Let me tell you something about them. You see Fabio? He came in the game, he put all his mans on. He seen his man dancing in French Montana video.
But
He
you don't
like,
think,
what's going
so
on?
personally, this is from my point of view because I'm saying I feel like the Bloods basically. I don't know if it's an 8 Mac Bull or whatever the situation.
Mac Bull or not,
I feel-
it's not blood.
That's like a whole. That's like a whole other segment.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying
they out of the
is,
way.
I feel like the Bloods basically
Right.
and natural kind of look out for each other.
No, we do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we don't embrace each other. We do embrace each other. We do look out for each other, but we don't do it as much
Yeah.
as you could.
You know
If
who
got-
embraced
if-
us? I'm gonna keep it real. Rest in power to Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, yeah, that was my man.
Yo, let me tell you about that little dude, man. Yo, when they killed him, bro, he had Bloods and Crips together.
Yeah, that's what made Woo.
Yeah.
That's
He
what
said-
made Woo.
He said right his rhymes. Shout out to all my villain niggas, all my killing niggas. When he say villain,
He said,
that's
yeah,
me.
go
That's
8.
me and my villain. We started that.
Yeah, when he
Okay,
say
okay.
8, he talking about the Euro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my set. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
So he
Yeah, I'm
put
8,
all
but
that
I'm really
together.
crip.
Yeah.
You see the light skinned nigga that he be in all the pictures with? That's my big homie.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
B-boy. That's my big homie.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's good that we unify as one at one point in time. I'm saying as far as apes. I'm not talking about villains. I ain't talking about hats. I ain't talking about no other set but apes. When it comes to the apes, no, we are not unified the way we need to be.
Okay.
When it comes to this music.
I mean, y'all hearing Lady Mac here
I feel
right
it could
here,
be
she
better.
telling y'all better reach
That's
out and
right.
stop playing games.
That all day. That's they lost. When I get on, they'll be knocking at the door because it's gonna be closed.
Yeah, so let me ask you this question though: how you feel like the rap game is receiving female artists?
We taking over right now. That's a fact. I feel like females are dominating the game right now.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many female artists in my
But
life.
she's not lying because it's a
They coming out all sorts of
90%
crazy.
of the females that exist in the rap game is out rapping a lot of the young dudes.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
More now.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm one of them, definitely.
You definitely one of them.
I'm definitely one of them.
So this is what I'm saying. So as versatile as you are, so am I gonna hear you on the drill joint?
Yeah, leave them as a drill
Then I'm here
joint.
saying with some pain with it, like giving you
Definitely.
story.
And
because
yo,
I feel like your story is definitely dope because like
I like him.
no because the fact that you're able to admit that, because a lot of people try to hide, you know, everybody want to hide their bullshit. But like the fact you say you grew up in a foster home, you had this struggle. That's a struggle that I feel like a lot of females can relate to, even if they wasn't in that position. But just the struggle of a female, basically, they could feel it.
That's
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the story. You get
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
that's why I really be trying to pave the way for, just to tell a story of females that really don't be speaking up. Like, you go through a lot being in foster care, rape, being in gangs, however you grow up, you understand what I'm saying? Having kids early. So, you know, hopefully my pain do relate to some of the other people. And it's good that you said that, because that's like really what the album is about. Just
Yo,
to
matter
bring
of fact,
genres around.
And the segue to what she was talking about, I gotta talk about Batman. He ain't come tonight, but he had the screenplay, the script from the foster care movie. It's called Cubs, Children Undermined by Society. It's about the foster care system. And like the pipeline with, you know, statistically, it's going to say you're going to turn out to be one or the other: jail, dead, prostitute,
That's a
drug dealer.
That's a movie y'all working on?
Yeah.
It's already written. Yeah, definitely Cubs. It's called Children Undermined by Society. It's about the foster care system.
But that's a fact, though. That's basically what they teach you when you in there. They don't teach you to be like, oh, all right, let me do this and go to college. You know, my time in foster care was real bad. I've been in there since '88, to be honest with you. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, being in there, it was like really difficult trying to place your mind at who you want to be in society, where you want to be, where you want to grow up. And at that time, it was like, if my mom got 13 kids, I'm the 4th oldest. You understand? It was like, if you was a pretty kid, they wanted to adopt the babies. So they were splitting families up, taking kids that wasn't supposed to be taken. It was really hard at that time. And I'm glad that as one of those children, I made it out, college graduate and all that.
That's dope.
Yeah, I got a criminal justice degree.
See, that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
I was actually the first college to graduate from the Barclays Center. So
That's legendary.
I made a pavement in this
in the
history
system.
right here.
And
Right
now you're trying to solidify yourself in the industry.
That's right, definitely.
Okay.
So definitely, I'm just solidifying myself as it don't matter if you come from nothing. It don't matter if you got fake titties and a fake ass. That don't make you. You make you. You make you. Don't matter who you are. You make who you are. You bring that energy. And as long as you bring that energy and them bars, you undeniable, sis.
So let me ask you this one question. The single that you're putting out, like, what message are you trying to bring out there with that joint?
That's just it was just like
Yo, we ain't really going. That's just gonna come.
yeah.
Right now we going with the vibe music. What's
All right. No, I got you. No, I'm gonna answer it.
You can keep it real.
To be honest with you,
It's a party vibe. It's a fun vibe.
it's not. It's basically keeping it real. Like everybody always talking about, oh, meet me outside, do this, that's that. But you gonna tell though. That's what the chorus is. Leave them, clean them, spin the block like a demon. You know what I'm saying?
Drill track to me.
It is a drill track. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
She said it's a drill track, though.
They always say, oh, meet me outside. The same people you meet outside, you beat up. Now they telling.
Okay.
So it's trying to give you a message like, stop being so quick to run and pop off. Be smart.
So let me ask you a question, Stat. So, being a travel artist, I know you got a female artist and a male artist, but how is it like when you pushing the artists? Like, you have a female and male artist. How, like, what's the hardest for you to get across to the people that you're trying to get?
Yo, to be honest with you, I'm not.
The male
I'm just
or
trying to-
female artist.
Really, both of them is even to me. It's like it's just. I
No, I know
think
where you
I'm
coming
harder.
from.
I think I'm harder.
No,
Batman,
listen.
he's so creative. He's
Nah,
a different
Batman
type
is a
of
different
like he
dude.
wears a mask, bro. Like he wears a Batman
So
mask
you
everywhere. He's
Yeah,
on Wall
he gotta
Street
be-
protesting.
he
He's
gotta
with the
be funny
mayor.
if he wear a
He's
mask.
doing things. He's with Little Dolly. Like his
Nah.
name is Brooklyn Batman. He's
Alright,
really
check
out
this out.
there.
The fact that y'all mentioned that, how y'all felt about all the situations that's been going on with the police, the Black Lives
don't make
Matter
me
situation?
cry.
Yo, alright, first of all, Black Lives Matter. Yo, y'all need to research the Black Lives Matter thing. So it's not really. ran by us. You know what I'm saying? It's like a couple.
But do you feel like even though it's not ran by us though, it's pushing the message though? Because getting situations dealt with.
Well,
The cop getting arrested, it's like saying that would happen.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool.
If people wasn't going crazy.
All right,
like
let me
that.
tell you like this. You know what it took to get this done? For the world to see somebody get murdered that slowly, right? Now, when I seen that, you know what it remind me of?
Sean Bell.
Nah. It remind me of. I watched Animal Planet, right?
Yeah.
You ever seen a leopard killing something?
Oh,
Okay,
come
okay.
on.
Clamping down until he can't breathe?
Okay, yeah, I get what
That's
you're
what it remind me of. When I seen that, and he wouldn't get off, and then the stuff he was yelling. So that's what it took. So now, when you look at that psychologically, you saying to yourself, yo, all right, boom. Up until this point, they've been getting away with that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, organically this shit happened because this shit been going on forever. Even if they had the cameras, they had everything before that. It was just, this one in particular was a slow death.
Yeah.
And the world got to watch
And the world got to watch it. So now we in an uproar. Now we doing what we doing, but I see everything, bro.
That poor shit.
It's way bigger than it's way bigger than the small mind could really process, because the people that's controlling the narratives is these big corporations like Disney and all that, bro. They throw the news out there, and then they throw the distractions. But the COVID is just too much. Like,
Let me ask you this question, right? While we at it.
Wait, before you ask him another question, can I just
Yeah.
No, I'm coming for you too.
All right.
Alright, listen, this is the question I'm gonna ask y'all. The thing that I noticed, because this is gonna go for y'all.
you
The thing that I noticed, you can get the homie some cups, the fuck?
Hold on, man.
Pass me that bag. Period.
Listen,
That's exactly what I want from that bag.
the ice.
Facts.
Alright, let's do one more.
Well, while y'all figuring that out, can I just say this because it's burning me?
No, I want you to say it on when you film it, because I'm gonna edit this part out right here.
All right.
It's too much.
Right.
you got more cup?
Yeah, right there. Who else needs a cup?
My boo.
I'm on some ice.
This cranberry juice is good. Good luck.
Aw.
What you drop? The whole shit?
Oh, nigga.
Don't worry about it, man. Just
That shit's all on my sneaker,
Don't worry
bro.
about it.
As long as they ain't.
I hope y'all don't get mad at me for what I'm
Don't worry about it. Are you crazy? This is so
Like, what do you do?
You gotta talk your shit.
No funny, like, what do you do when you a mulatto kid? You understand?
They black, yo.
What do you do when you do it when you a mulatto kid? Like, to me,
I
it's
want you
like,
to say this. Hold on. Now we take that with I feel like I'm like a mulatto kid type shit.
I am a mulatto kid. This is why I say all lives matter.
Get your ass out of here.
Fuck out
Nah.
Wait, that's why I said don't get mad. Don't get mad. Listen, watch, no, I gotta keep it real.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, good. What you have to say now?
So my thing is this: don't get mad at me. One, I would like to say all lives matter. That's number one. You can't be prejudicial, to what's going on. And the reason why I say that is because what do you do when you're a mulatto kid? Like my mom's is pure white,
And then what?
and my dad is black.
And then what that mean?
So what
I'm the
side you
darkest
choose?
kid out of my family. My sister.
What's this? I'm
No,
gonna
this
ask
is
you a
what I'm
question now.
asking you. How
gonna
do I
show you
choose a
something.
side? My sister has blue
How
eyes.
do you
She's a
choose
white
side?
girl.
Let me ask you a
With
question.
blue eyes.
Can I ask you a question?
So if they kill my sister, it don't matter?
No. I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. Of course it matters, but it most likely it won't happen to your sister.
Why? Because she has blue eyes?
Because she might have blue eyes and fair skin. Now watch this. This is what I'm gonna ask you a question though.
Right.
Your pops is black.
Yes,
correct?
charcoal.
Alright, so now if you took like let's say
I'm considered a house nigga.
let's say like this. Like if
I'm serious. You know why I said that? Because no funny. Before you even get into that, like my cousin Denise, she's really dark, like dark charcoal dark. Her father and my mom father are brothers. That's how my mom is, a little black. Long story short, my grandmoms slept with one of the slaves. I have like, I'm not even being funny. I got pictures to back it up and everything. Like one on my side, I got the Jew curls. I'm German Jew, Panamanian, and black.
Alright.
You understand? So it's hard. It's hard for me, even though that I'm still considered black. But what happened if it happened to my sister? And just because she's a little fair skinned, it means her life doesn't
But
matter?
the thing is, you gotta
Well, like,
understand,
definitely
it's 90% chance that it won't happen to you.
Oh, they whoop my ass all the time. They don't whoop my ass.
That's the problem.
Only
That's
if you look
That's what
Right,
Black
that's
Lives
what-
Matter is about. But this is what I was trying to tell you. If you take a mango seed, right, from right here, like let's say it's an American mango seed, you could go anywhere around the world and plant that seed.
Right.
It's still gonna be a mango.
Mango,
right?
that's a fact.
It might be a mango seed in China.
Yeah.
It might be a mango seed in France.
It's
but
still
what is it
mango.
gonna be?
Still black.
Where does your seed come from when you're born?
Your mom.
That comes from your no. That's your pop.
Yeah, your mom, your pops,
carry
y'all
that
both
egg.
give you
so
both
his
of them.
seed basically what you're gonna be. So if you, in case you're kind of like lost.
No, I'm not lost in this one at all. I know
I just
I'm
wanted to
black,
clarify that
period.
for you.
I was
That's
just
how it
saying,
goes.
at the end of the day, you know the God honest truth, we all start the same way as come, sweetheart. No one starts as a color.
No, but the
We all
no.
start as come. Nuts.
The problem is
That's
they're
it.
not doing it to every sperm. Even if you want to put it like that, they're not doing it to every sperm that comes out. They just so happen to do it to the sperm that comes out a certain color. Like that's the thing.
That's
Either
the
way you
truth.
want to put it.
No, either way you
Make
took
sense?
honestly, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying it was a question I always wanted to ask. Like, what happens when you're mulatto? Like, hello, it's hard over here.
You'll be alright.
Yeah, but honestly, I thought it was a joke.
They farewell.
At the end of the day, I'm considered black. People don't even, and when I be like, my mom's white, they be laughing at me like, you play too much, man. Like, yeah, whatever. Because I'm like the hood is a hood. So at the end of the day, it's like, I still consider myself as a black woman. I've been stomped out by police. Fuck the 83rd, by the way. I done been beat up by them.
They don't see mulatto.
They don't see nothing. You understand? They
That's
done
what I'm
pulled
saying.
me out my own vehicle.
If you
and
put it
beat
like
me
that,
up.
they see people of color.
They just see your skin. That's it.
You
They
know what
don't
I'm
see
saying?
who you are. It doesn't matter if you got an education or
As long as you're
nothing.
not looking like them, they have a problem with you. So
Yeah, that's
all you gotta
true.
worry about.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
true.
Alright, so does that ever come out in your music? Or?
Of course, definitely. My last couple of tracks that I've been putting out, as far as like confirmation and stuff, definitely. Like to be honest with you, I had my own little situation, you know, with that. You know, I was working at Family Dollar as a manager, and one of the co-workers was pulling his penis out on the females at the job. And you know, they feel sometimes because they white and they corporate and they have the upper hand that they could just do whatever they want. You know, and you know me, I'm a smart black woman. You know, I'm a gangbanger, I'm a gangster, but at the end of the day, I kept my head in the books.
Yeah, facto. Yes.
You know, so
She retired gangbanger.
yeah, that's a fact though. I chose to, like, instead of me being ignorant about the situation and chopping his dick off in the bathroom, I chose to resign. You know, because I didn't want to get fired and mess my record up. You know, I can't get another job or whatever. I chose to resign, and I reported him to the mayor and the governor. So fuck Family Dollar. I'm suing their ass right now. And because I even told the corporate, and corporate had the nerve to come back at me and was like, "Oh, we can't tell you what the results gonna be." Mind you, this man had already had allegations with women in the Bronx. Him doing it to other employees.
So let me ask you this question as a woman.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this question because that's something I kind of felt like I kind of seen during the George Floyd situation. Like you being a black woman or as a woman, period. How do you feel about holding down the black man as the situation going on? Because I'm pretty sure as you go on your
There's a conversation right
you go through so many pains with a black man. So do you feel like when it's time to scream Black Lives Matter, you have to separate yourself, or do you feel like
Definitely
it's
not. I got a
situation?
black son. I got a black 13-year-old son who is 6'7" and wears a size 13 in sneakers.
He on the NBA, y'all.
Yeah, he plays basketball. Shout out to Eagle Academy. It's an all-black school ran by Judge Mathis,
Here we
an
go.
all-boys school.
Dope.
They have
We
Queens
don't
Branch,
make it down
Brooklyn
when we go to
Branch,
the NBA.
Bronx Branch. You know, don't get it twisted. That's why I said after 83rd. You know, I got beat up by the 83rd while I was pregnant with my son.
Okay.
My baby came out with a blood clot in his eye.
Okay.
You understand? It's like, I've been through that situation
Hold
being
on. Yo, you missed that?
Nah, I didn't miss it. I'm listening.
Answer that again.
As you see, I'm
Hold
tuned
on.
in. Like I'm just loving this story.
You heard what she said just now?
So they beat you up while you were pregnant.
Yeah,
Billy came
and
out
my
with a
son
blood
came out
clot.
with a blood
He
clot
still
in his
got it?
Then he
eye.
had
It
Yeah,
started
black
vanishing
eyes,
when
right?
when he turned, I would say around 6 months, 7 months. That's when it started vanishing out his eye. You know, then he wore glasses for a little while. Then he started doing tests and naturally got him back to where he needed to be. But man, at the end of the day, when I walk in the street, I know who I am. I'm a young black woman.
And that's why it's Black Lives Matter.
Of course, all the time.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Black lives matter. All lives matter.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
sorry.
you. We got you. All
All
right.
lives matter. Yo, because you know why some people feel like retaliating. Somebody has to put out that message. No funny. I'm the type of artist, I beg to be different. I don't want to be like anyone else. I want to set my own stepping stone in this game. And the reason why I say all lives matter is because some people are taking the stepping stones to do fucked up shit. Like shoot at white people or beat white people up. Like, that's not what this is for. This movement is to show you that Black Lives Matter. Don't be out here choking us out, beating us up, and they doing the wrong thing with the poor.
Real quick, but when the World Trade Center fell, right, we celebrate every 9/11 the World Trade Center being whatever happened, attacked, right? We don't celebrate no other buildings around it.
No.
So it's the World Trade Center matters, and that's it.
Yeah.
No other buildings around there matters. That's why Black Lives Matter and no other lives really, because no other lives is going to do what Black Lives is.
No other lives got brought down.
Yo, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Alright, I understand where she's coming from, but it's all about black. You know why?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm a historian, so I study slavery times, right? And I study the psychological shit we was going through around times, right? How we say we was all a family, right? And we was chilling one night, just having a family night. At any given moment, somebody could kick the door in and somebody could be wrenched out of the family, bro. Just taking, you know what kind of psychological shit is that? And then not only that, what about you whipping everybody in front of your kids and all that? Or chopping somebody's foot off, or cutting a woman's stomach out and taking a baby out and feeding to alligators, or some other kind of heinous shit. Or hanging motherfuckers and burning the bodies. Yo, you know what kind of psychological damage that shit carry on?
No, that's a fact.
Generational. It's generational curses. It's generational psychology, psychological.
I want to
like,
ask you this question though. How do you feel like right now while everybody, this is kind of like a little separate from you right here.
Excuse me.
Lives and stuff.
No, Black Lives Matter too.
How do you feel like while people are screaming Black Lives Matter, there's certain people out there screaming that, oh, what about black on black crime and stuff like that?
That's just a alright, boom.
That's a justification.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It's a double standard all the time, and it shouldn't be, because when you look at these white people, it's white on white killers.
Amen.
The mobsters kill each other.
Yeah,
the Irish
if
kill
we
each
were the
other.
one that was killing the white people,
Yeah,
it'd be a problem. Obviously, them that kill
The majority of the white neighborhood, there's white people
Everybody
killing white
kills
people.
each other.
Yeah.
Most
Chinese neighborhood,
the
the
Jews
Chinese
kill each other.
people.
I mean, they was the ones destroying everything during the riot.
And then the
anyway.
white boys that psychotic, right? The ones that serial just take the whole shit and just spray the shit, kill everybody in the movies, kill the churches. They come get them like peaceful, like
that's a fact.
Like,
you definitely see that though.
You get Burger King.
No, you definitely see that. Like even with the situation, just 50 Cent. Shout out to my boy 50. I love you. He's always nice to me after
Shout out
man.
to
Just like he,
50?
50 Cent. That's my boy. Just like what he just put up today, he had put up some. Now he playing games, but he comes. He want 50 come in his door. He gonna be like, "What you doing?" Yeah, right.
He named his album Curtis. That he should have had.
You know, just like he put up something today, it was this white man. He basically stabbed up a couple of black people. You know, the police seen him with a knife in his hand, took him down peacefully. But then you got cops telling people to put their hand behind their back and grabbing people by their hair to arrest them, where you bringing this man in all peacefully after he done stabbed the woman and the man. And it's not like this is not still going on. You know, in Delaware, shout out to Eastside IVO. I'm like, he's this Instagram guy, like I follow him. You know, his brother was missing in Delaware for a few days. And they reported it to the police. But I guess because the police was white, they didn't want to go look for his brother. You know, he found his brother in an abandoned building dead 3 days later from him posting it on Instagram. And constantly having people share the feed to figure out where his brother is. Isn't it sad that they don't even want to go look for people anymore? It's just like
Let me ask you
a
this
big
question.
war.
You being a rapper and everything, same for you as you being managing rappers and stuff. Do y'all feel like with everything that's going on, you got artists like Little Baby, Meek Mills, all of them coming out dropping type of conscious, like not to say conscious, more aware type of music. Do you think that's gonna come, like that's gonna be a part of rap moving forward?
Definitely.
But it was always part of rap.
I think
It
this
was
is
all for rap.
something
Yeah,
that
listen to
was
him.
always spoken about, because you know it's been time that Tupac spoke about things like that. You know, Lauryn Hill and them spoke about things like that with the Fugees. It's different people that spoke about. Michael Jackson spoke about things like that in his music. You understand? So this is something that always was embedded in this.
That message never went nowhere. These are the messages that won Grammys for hip hop in the last 2-3 years. So
Who you talking about, like,
You don't think what message
Kendrick.
never went nowhere? You don't think what message?
those messages those messages never went nowhere. I said it's always going to be a forefront of hip hop. He's trying to push it to the back,
Right.
I'm not trying to push
and I'm trying to tell because he thinks the drill rappers is at the forefront of the music.
No,
It's a wave. It's called a wave.
It's a wave.
I think
It's a fact.
What does waves do? They die.
Yeah, it's like clocks.
They don't.
They
always
die.
die.
It's like clocks, bell bottoms.
But trap music was a wave. Your Little Baby sound was a wave for a minute. His sound is still good. I love Little Baby.
No, Lil Baby's rocking on forever.
I understand, but I'm saying his sound. But you hear sound, and that was the sound for a little while.
That is
And
the
then
sound.
Pop Smoke
Yo, you
came
know
in
what
straight
happened?
drill.
No, it's not stage drill. That wave is still lit because Little Baby's sound is still lit. Future sound is still lit.
That's a fact.
Gunna sound is
Let's tell you
still
what
lit.
happened.
And
Right
then
now,
the drillers
the
got
wave-
their own wave.
With
Right.
the wave like
They
this,
just created a
I'll tell you
genre.
what the
That's a
drillers
fact.
did. The drillers did this. They took that Chicago shit and mixed it up with this down south shit. It kind of they take
Made
it
it
hip hop
Brooklyn
and shit.
Yeah, they embedded it something into the
If you look at
game.
the way, if you look at hip hop now, it's swinging back to New York.
Yeah.
But New York took two styles and combined them.
Yeah.
They took down south and took Chicago.
And then they got their.
I got a question
if
for
you
y'all.
notice, they still got. Oh, shit, we get an interview call.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, yo.
Who do y'all think started this drill rap?
Wait. Before you start that right there, you gotta show yourself. Yo, this LadyMac, you about to interview, yo.
Hi.
Alright, she interviewing us. What's the question you got for us?
I want to know, who do y'all think started this drill rap?
Where? Here?
Meaning,
New York?
and who do you think started it overall? Period. Who do you think put drill rap on the
Chicago.
map?
Oh.
Some people, no, I mean in New York.
New York?
No, I mean in New York. Only New York. We know G Herbo. We know all of them both.
22s and the Chef G.
Chef G.
Yeah, 2 G's.
Two
But it was
G's.
really
Yeah.
22.
Who really put it on the map to make it go, oh, now everybody want to do drill rap?
22.
Who, like?
Pop
who?
Smoke.
Ah, that's
Who-
a
who-
dub.
Bobby
Nobody really paid attention to
everything?
drill rap. I love Chef G. That's my boy.
Who you talking about?
But in the
Who
cooking,
you talking about?
that dude was
Bobby and
like,
them or
you
who?
my old shit sound like my new shit. I'm sorry.
We talking about the Bobby and them?
I mean, Bobby
Guys
just think,
before
I'm just saying, who do y'all think
Bobby
really
Smurda
made
blew
people
it up.
know this?
Yeah, Bobby Spurter
Bobby
like kind
blew it
of
up.
got it like
Lit a little bit.
Yeah, Bobby
and then who you feel like just put it on the map?
Pop, I think.
Nah.
Pop put it on the
Pop
map.
put it on the map.
No,
If you talking like that, Pop. I would say
But
Pop.
22G started the
22
wave.
G started. the wave.
Yeah, Chef
Right.
G.
That's
2
why
G's and Chef
He
G.
carried it after Bobby went to jail.
Right.
He basically carried it, and then came the other dudes. Like, there's a lot of dudes that came in, did they thing. You had the G's Gasoline, 22 G's. I mean, not 2 G's, Chef G's.
Chef G's,
I
yeah.
was fucking
Yeah,
with Ace.
sorry.
Ace number 5.
Yeah,
was
Ace
out
number
there.
5. Yeah. KJ Baller, RIP KJ.
And then all of them
A few
started
guys-
beefing.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
With
No,
the-
they've been beefing from the start. That's basically.
That's what I
Yo,
felt drill
I ain't
rap
gonna
was
lie,
about,
though.
like beefing, talking
Yo,
about
I
each other.
swear to God, I'm gonna tell y'all this shit. I'm gonna keep it 100. Them niggas is talented, though. I took this nigga Ace number 5 to the studio one time.
Yeah.
That nigga's a gem, bro. It's just that they too hot. Like, niggas don't want to fuck with them.
They got a lot of stuff going
Yo,
on.
Ace number 5, I seen this motherfucker go into the studio, and he got these melodies in his head, bro.
He already had it.
Yo, he just come like water, like Bluetooth type
Coming
shit.
up off of that shit like that.
Yo, if he get on, it might be over. This
That's
nigga's
what I'm
nasty,
trying to
bro.
tell you,
Let me
bro.
ask you a
It's
question.
hard.
You being an elder, you're around all these young boys, and they get it. Then how do you feel about like all the stuff that they got going on and stuff like that. Like a lot of people, like a lot of the OGs from like different gangs be talking about they're not really jacking the double jacking stuff like the woos and the
That's their own way. I can't do nothing about that. It's their time, bro. What the fuck these OGs gonna do? Like the OGs really can't do shit.
We supposed to be coming
First of all,
united anyway.
I just educate them. I just say, yo, bro, this is where it's at. I don't preach. I've never been a preacher, but I educate and let you make your decision. You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell them, yo, don't do this, don't do that, because it's fake. Because when I was in that era, you couldn't tell me.
Exactly.
You gotta take your path. But I love them little niggas. They ain't, it's different in New York, bro. Like, it's daytime. You gotta let the young wolves have their time.
But just because somebody screaming woo don't mean they double jacking though. That's what people gotta understand. Like, I scream woo too. When I scream woo, you better woo back. That's just courtesy and respect. You know, respectfully. Like, I respect, you know, the woos. Meaning, wolves is just people that's Crip and Bloods that's united. That's all that is.
They from the floor.
That's not. They from everywhere. That doesn't mean that you double jacking. That's the united. You know, everybody always saying they want Crips and Bloods to be united. That was the point of making wolves to unite the Crips and the Bloods.
In jail though, the politics changed.
You know? No, it ain't none of that in there.
I know they got a situation. Well, I don't know if the situation is still situated, but I know they had the situation with the JetBlue situation with L.A. Brim and a few certain situations.
I don't even know about that shit. I'd be like, yo.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, like the Crips and the
Well, in the street they got that woo shit. They be wooing. So, like, say you a blood in the Crip in the street and you fuck with the woo. When you go to jail,
you pick a side, period.
You blood or you Crip.
That's it, ain't no woo. I've been in there. Federal prison, 2 years.
All the big homies is there, and the big homies that
they not jacking that. Nah, Dick ain't having none of that with me. When you come in there, they don't want to hear nothing. You either blood or you Crip.
That's a movie right there in itself, because look, so you got two mans and shit, right? I was fucking with each other in town.
When you go
then they go to the alley, and they cold D's, right?
Yeah.
Then the motherfucking op, the Crip dude, he land up in the spot, and they telling yo, that nigga gotta go, you out here. And it's like,
you get
to be honest with you, it's predominantly blood in it. And that's what I hate that the fact that I fought for oppression, and now the Bloods are
no, this is what I was just about to ask that question. How about this though? The fact that you guys fought for oppression against the Hispanics, right? Correct. And then now it's like black on black oppression once we get it.
Yeah, bro.
Like, don't you guys like? How do you guys feel about that?
I feel bad about it. I feel terrible because when we was the minority, it was like what, 30-1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. And all of us was in the box, so you couldn't, you know what I'm saying, be out there in population. But now it's like, it's ubiquitous, man. It was everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, it spread like a cancer, and then it got out of control. And then if you got out of control, then, you know, we separated like 2001. My set was the first set to bounce. So we went against the whole UBN. There's only 31 of us at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was out of there. We was out of there, man. Couldn't fuck with it. It was too much pollution, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be responsible for all that pollution. You know what I'm saying? There was too many dudes doing fucked up shit at that time.
Let me ask you a question. You being the OG, like you from the old New York and stuff like that. How do you feel about New York basically becoming a gang state now?
Yo, I mean, it's nothing but gangs. Man.
It's nothing but a gang state.
It's so much gangs, man.
Cause I met like literally like when I meet like 6-year-olds that's in gang. I guess like when we was young, you don't really look at it like that. But now when you meet a 16-year-old, you're like, damn, this shit really not going away type shit. Like, how do you guys feel about that?
It's all in the music. That's why.
Oh, you feel like the music keeps it alive?
The music is influences. Like everything, music influences everything, bro. Look, check it out. Check the psychology of it. So you got the young drill rappers, you got that type of music, you got the vibe music, Atlanta type of shit, and you got the girls coming up influencing shit. So the girls is dictating the shit right now. So basically they telling everybody, yo, they telling all the chicks, yo, get 3 niggas, boom, nobody can handle you. You know what I'm saying? Megan shit. And she got Beyonce on shit.
It's crazy because back in the days, the rappers was influenced by the street dudes.
Yeah.
Nowadays, street dudes influenced by the rappers.
And then this new culture right here, they on different type of drugs too.
It's not really
some
weird.
Some of the rappers don't even.
You know why? I'm not gonna say
that. He said it right too.
careful
A
of
few
this.
said it right,
but a
too.
lot of rappers
No
do.
disrespect. Look at Rick Ross. Like I'm pulling cards. Like let me tell you something. First of all, Rick Ross was a whole CO. How you talking about you doing plates and VVS's and
It's deeper.
Bro,
It's
come on.
it's not a paint the image. Don't do that.
That's it. Yes, he
It's
did.
deeper to why he took that job, but don't do that.
Nah, that's a fact. But you gotta be
It's not why
real.
homies. It's deeper why he took that job.
Preach,
Man,
preach,
took that
no,
job
but
'cause he's
not.
great.
All the homies doing
It
different
don't,
types of drugs.
it don't
drugs,
matter
man.
if you took
I
the
agree
job
with
or
you.
not.
It's
It's a
drugs,
lot of
everything.
people.
There's too much perkies, too much molly.
It's a lot of people
Like,
that talk
let's
about
be honest.
things in they rap that they
It's too
never
much
ever
drugs.
did, bro.
Of course. You
He
can go
was
to
a
school,
whole
yo.
CEO. I don't care what it was the reason why he was a CEO. I understand, get your money, facts. But you wasn't
Yo, hold
moving
up.
no
I know
plates while you
gangsters
was
that
no
was CEO.
CEO. I understand
I have homies
that.
bringing us
I'm not
raisins
saying that he not a gang. I'm a whole gangster and I got a criminal justice degree. Granted. But you can't say you was moving pounds and stacks and krills and all of that and you
he
was
sold
doing
the image. He took a nigga name. He took a nigga whole
Come on,
image.
be real. Which one was you doing? Was you moving the plates?
the big
Or
old
was
name.
you at work talking about lock in?
He was
Was you moving plates or he was closing gates? Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Some of these rappers talk about shit they never did, bro. I know a
Yo,
lot
let
of
me
these
ask you
female
something.
rappers out here that
Let
talk
me
about
ask you
shit they
this.
never did.
So,
Like, I dated your uncle. I raised you. Shit, bitch, you wasn't doing that. You
so
like
around the
21.
time, around the time when he was bossing, when he was flowing, Rick Ross and Jeezy. You think Jeezy was bubbling like that?
Yeah, Jeezy was
He
moving
was
slow.
fucking with them
Jeezy was
BMF.
moving slow.
He was kind of like,
Jeezy was moving slow.
he was in the mix.
Niggas is talking that shit.
Yo, but that's what happens.
Yo, I ain't
People
gonna
go
lie.
around other people
Yo,
and see
you-
their life
Yo,
and talk about things that they see.
Yeah.
Not
You know
things
who-
they really going
Who's the
through.
most realest
Hold
rapper?
up. But Pimp C, R.I.P. Pimp C said that Jeezy was a backpack guy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's a fact. Like,
He
Pimp C
still
says
was
that.
moving
Who you
the
think
snow.
telling
Yo,
Who you think-
Jeezy was getting
That's
money.
the point. He
You know
still, whether he
Jeezy
was
getting money.
backpacking it, cell packing it, getting a pack from a
Hold
nigga,
up.
he still was in
Who
that
you think
life.
tell the most vivid drug tales now, right now?
Right now,
Now,
It's one nigga that's the king of this shit. I swear the nigga sells.
Yeah.
I swear he sell heroin and coke, yo.
damn, as an
Money
artist,
Man or something.
Nope.
Nah, Money Man is a
Y'all ain't gonna
scammer.
get this man in props.
Wait. If it's Money Man's a scam, I'll say Money Man is the guy that say he's a scammer. The young nigga the new nigga, it's not
He
young
don't know niggas a vet.
I would say
Old
Gucci
school?
Man.
Been around for a while. You would swear he was selling weight, yo.
Gucci
Pusha T.
Man.
Nope.
Nah,
Yeah,
that
Pusha T too, but Jada, man.
Jada Kiss, that's my guys
You
are.
would swear Jada sold bricks, yo.
But you know
And
what?
I think he did.
He's so lyrical about it that people don't pay attention to the
Yeah.
Yo,
And that's what it is.
Yo,
when
I'ma tell you
when
another thing
lyrical
about
like that,
Jada,
they
son.
oversee you.
Jada is so precise with his lyrics. Let me tell you one shit he said about. He had to get to some nigga that was in up north. Go, he said that shit, bang a nigga and go back on an early go back and shit like that.
Yeah.
Somebody in jail had to tell him that because only dudes in jail know you could cut a dude and get out on a girl. You go back and leave the victim inside the yard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, how the fuck he know that shit?
Yeah, you know, Yonkers
Knowledge is power,
crazy.
guys.
Yonkers is pretty crazy. So you know, everybody out there. I'm pretty sure when you was in there, you met a few Yonkers. Dude.
Yeah, I met a lot
Yonkers
of
is
Yonkers.
wild. You meet them in the Bronx a lot. I lived in Harbridge, so I was like, when my time out there, I met a lot of people.
I didn't even think
From
DMX
Yonkers.
was living the way he was living out there.
Dude, DMX was
I
wild.
didn't think it was living in a
DMX
abandoned
always
house.
been wild.
That's how you know he was
Dogs
wild.
and shit, yeah.
That's how, and nigga
Save your
walking
money,
around-
hang by yourself.
Huh?
Save your money, hang by
I don't
yourself.
know if he was saving money. He probably was just one of them grimy New Yorkers running around.
Yo, I love DMX though. He's so talented. Anybody who was on crack was talented. No disrespect. Think about it. No funny. I'm not even being funny. Think about it.
Flavor Flav.
DMX, Whitney Houston,
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Everybody who did hardcore drugs made really, really good music and was really talented. I love
Really
DMX.
Cop, get my son real quick. My son is
Y'all need a
cause
blunt
we ran
right now.
outside.
Me and you both.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna wait for my son to come so we can end the show, man. This was dope, definitely. Let me see. I got another question for y'all too, man. So, basically, like, with the rap industry in 2020, we coming out of COVID and all that. What do y'all feel like is gonna be the new wave as far as for rappers? Because a lot of rappers is basically like kind of base right now. You can't really do shows and stuff like that.
Oh,
Right.
don't remind me with the show situation because I'll be banging them out. Like the shows, I bang those out. Like I am the show queen. Okay, when I tell you I get on that stage, boy, you always gonna remember when Lady Mac touched the stage. But you know, I think right now, as far as like music, I think the drill gonna still remain where it's at, but I think the bars is coming right now. Cause you know, it's so many rappers as far as men, women, doesn't even matter that you now you really have to look into see who's marketable, what they talking about, what bars they bring in, if they bring in a song. You know, anybody could just go say cat in the hat with the dog bow bow bow. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more about bars, like who really talking about something, like she talking to the people, you know?
I think that vibe music is the here to stay, man. Like the niggas like Drake, bro, that nigga don't make a song, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he stayed relevant right now.
So as far as your management group, like what kind of artists is you trying to bring to the game that you feel like is going to be different to what's already out there?
Yo, I'm bringing original people, people that got a real message though. They not just trendy type people. They type people that's going to be in the game for a while because they're going to sell their life with it.
Okay.
So I know artists that I've dealt with in the past who sometimes the difference between the success is how you sell your music with your lifestyle. And I know like AZ, that's my boy. He don't want to sell his lifestyle with his music.
Okay.
He's a quiet dude. You know what I'm saying? He like to be reserved.
He likes to be an artist with it, basically.
Be an artist.
Go into his personal life.
Right. He don't want you to know about his shit personal, like a motherfucker like Jay-Z put his shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Some people just sell an image and sell a whole lifestyle. AZ, he's just gonna sell his artistry. He's a lyricist.
Who is he, the rapper?
Yeah.
Do y'all think people want to hear that, like people's life stories and all of that?
Yeah,
Always.
because I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, like Hero says this. I mean, I like the drill stuff because it's a little trendy. It's what's happening in the clubs. But like when I'm riding out, basically though, like let's say I'm riding out, like I had to go to Long Island earlier, like an hour away. I want to hear some content. You know what I'm saying? I want to zone out. I want to be able to zone out while I drive. I got a long drive. I want to zone out. I don't want to hear something. I might not be in that mood right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not.
But see that the days of making a complete album are gone. It seems like I want to get back to that shit.
Because it's the microwave era.
They made 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah.
I want to hear a complete album.
Because we in the microwave era.
Yeah.
The attention span is very strong.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. You know, first of all,
You gotta go
I just made a 20-track album. You know, but look at his face. You know why? I done put out so many singles, and it's like sometimes when you get in studio, you gotta keep creating it till you be like, that's it.
Yeah.
You be like, no, another one, no, this one. I done made 18 intro songs. They all fire, but it's just not it. And you know, this guy came in here. He was like, listen, Lady Mac, no funny, you fire, everything, but people attention span is not gonna hold up for that long.
Yeah.
You have to break it down. So that's why I have Underdog 1 and 2. Because I have to
You
break
gotta
it
simplify
down.
now.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
10 songs, they'll get
Yeah, 10 and 10 is good, right? Thank you. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Think about this. Think
Somebody
about it this
said
way.
6 songs.
Think about it this way. Michael Jackson, Thriller had 9 songs on it.
Right.
Nas, Illmatic had 9 songs on it.
Right. All the greats. This is people I listen to, all right? Michael
It
Jackson
can be
is
small but impactful.
Marvin Gaye, what's going on?
It's here.
9 songs on it.
it's
Yo, you know who
here.
had the greatest
Facts.
mixtape ever though?
Cool.
I ain't gonna front. I had got this mixtape because my sister told me about this dude's name, and then one day I went to the gas station like in East New York, and I pulled in.
Don't say Troy Ave.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
What's wrong with Troy? What's sorry,
You
Troy?
don't got no classic mixtape.
I'm dead. That's crazy. Even the game has a classic mixtape.
This shit was like 2008.
Who was it?
Fucking Drake, yo.
Drake?
Yo, he had a mixtape. It had that shit on it.
You a hater, cuz.
Oh yeah, Drake had a couple of good mixtapes.
That mixtape, bro.
Which one?
Successful with Drake.
So Far Gone.
That shit, bro. That shit had 20 songs, right? This Drake wasn't even, nobody knew him. I had to sit in the range. I used to come to Brooklyn and be in the East and just be blown it down. Niggas be like, who that? Just play his whole shit, bro. That's how fire that nigga was. Drake was, yo, I ain't gonna front. When he came out,
It's so crazy.
That's what people be saying.
I didn't like that So Far Gone like that.
yo, listen to it again, bro.
Because he was a young boy at the time.
He's fire.
I know you don't like young boys. That's your problem. You like rappers that are solidified.
Nah.
He's one of those guys.
I like people.
He likes talent.
I like
that's put on
people
the
that
table.
show me from
I
time
like
to
real
time that
talk.
they, and you can listen to somebody and tell, I was a rapper, bro. Let's not forget
Well, you
this.
was a rapper, so what
Let's not
happened?
forget this.
You hung
I
up
used
your
to-
pen?
So
I used to,
So
listen,
what was I?
listen,
You was, or you
listen,
still are?
I didn't went on tours in Paris.
I wanna know what I was.
Still are?
It's documented. I held out my own tour, had people open up for me.
Yeah,
I lived
What's
in
the name? What's the name?
On Flight School Free.
He had like-
Are you
Yeah,
still
like, so
a rapper, or did
you know
you
that
hang up your pen,
Paris
sir?
Huh?
Retired.
Did you hang up your pen?
The reason I stopped, I was having a daughter like 2 years ago, and I just needed to clear
Focus
my
on
mind.
her.
You
Yeah.
know Shafaya?
And there's a lot of things I wanted to do. Get my candle out.
You got.
He said my candle out. He said my candle out. Yo, shut up. That's the real shit. They said, you know the model? He said, yeah, my candle out.
You know what? You know they call me Lady Mac.
No,
for a reason,
because
right?
listen,
It's like
I got-
sports the match.
At
You know,
a point
I
in
told
time,
you
I
to get you
realized I
in
had too strong of a business. So I was rapping and doing a podcast at the same time.
It was just too
and
much
I
for you.
realized that I couldn't give my opinion and still a rapper.
That's
I
a
was
lie.
really a rapper.
And Nicki does it right now. Nicki Minaj does
And
it right now. That's a lie.
That's why she's not good no
Drill
more.
rappers is taking over.
Well, do you think that I can spark your match because I'm trying to get a feature?
Oh, we can do that.
I'm trying to tell you,
Do that.
don't
We
hang
can
up the
link
pen.
Nah, I mean, you ain't gonna do that.
Sometimes you being a podcaster and a rapper is really good because you can bring your message through your music.
Rapping
bring
is
a
like
character out.
rapping is like riding a bicycle. You understand me? I had to put it down because I used to rap, engineer, like I do the track, rap, triple
Come
double
on, you was
assist.
overloading
I
your
rap,
brain.
triple engineer, produce my shit. My big bro that I started this off with ended up getting lupus. They cut his one of his foot.
God bless
He got
him.
kicked off. Cut
Damn,
off,
bro.
and I had to do this by myself.
You had to
understand
tell
me?
us that shit?
Yeah, man.
To
This is
the
what
whole
happened.
album.
I'm ready to put that
And
nigga on
then-
that side of
And
the
then
table.
my last video I ever shot, my young boy was in it. You understand me? Young Crip, young boy. You understand me? And I had a lot of.
Shout out to
Nah,
the Rex.
I gotta put that out there because his name Remy Loco. You understand me? So I had a lot of plans for him that year, man, and he ended up dying. And then I was having.
So do you think the tragic of of losing someone has an effect on your music?
Losing both of my right hand and my left.
I'm saying in general.
I lost my right and my left. I'm walking with no arms.
So that had an effect on your
Yeah.
music.
Let's put-
See, and you know what's
we
crazy?
put it on
I
this
lost
side.
my brother. I lost my brother 2 years ago. Rest in peace,
bro.
Capo. That was the young kid in Brooklyn that got stabbed and left in a car.
Capo from 84 on 84. in
Yeah,
Canarsie.
he be in Canarsie
That's
too.
a young boy.
I'm here.
Who?
Yes.
Capo that used to be a real writing man?
Yes.
Okay.
Light skin with the braids, the blood. Moving forward, when I lost my brother, that was another reason why I jumped back into music.
Okay.
You know, I think losing my first album, I put out Everything Capo mixtape. And then I dropped Everything Capo 2. And then I dropped Gunvana. And now I'm about to drop these two. And I dropped millions of singles in between. But my point of me saying that is I do think death doesn't have an effect either in a good way or a bad way. You know, it's how you take it. I don't think because you cut your arms off that you should have let your
Now I can still
voice
rap.
stop being
I can
heard.
still rap, but I wanted to do this.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, you know, I just feel like, I'm just saying an opinion.
Can't rap no more.
Just because you got lost your arms, you didn't lose your vocal box. So you probably could have put a
I don't
message
even need to
from
listen to me, bro. Let me talk to you real quick.
y'all too.
I mean, I don't need to rap, bro. I can just put my computer back on and I can put out 5 albums tomorrow.
Yo, you know who's gonna be the most successful rappers?
That's facts.
If a rapper has a voice that's like an instrument.
I had an own studio
That's
in
like
my
an
house.
instrument?
Those are the ones that
Amen.
Kind of like I feel like Weezy
just
had
rapping.
a auto-tune voice without auto-tune. Auto-tune.
Who's that, Weezy?
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
auto-tune.
He still does.
He probably just needed about probably like 5% of
Yeah.
auto-tune to get to
He
that
still
tone.
does. I'm glad that I don't be using that shit.
No, but I was just like what he's referring
I
to.
want to
what he
use
said.
it.
No, I mean, my engineer that I have right now, shout out to Ray Portier.
But I won't use auto-tune how the young boys use it.
No funny. Shout out to
I
Ray
wanna use
Portier.
auto-tune to make, like,
I
rock
be
and roll
barking on
music.
him. I don't like that. Like the auto-tune,
You wanna be part of
I
my
feel
band?
like it make you sound like a robot. Like, it makes you sound like a
Shout out
robot.
to Roddy Rich, man. That motherfucker.
Easy. Him and
killing that
Lil Baby's the top dudes right now.
Shout out to him, bro.
I like Rowdy,
Nah,
man. She's
man.
cool.
Hey, yo, listen,
That's what
man,
you do.
Lady Mac, StakkStone, I want to thank y'all for coming
Peace.
through, man.
Thank
I
you.
want you
Real
to
quick,
tell, I want you to
before
tell,
we even
wait,
close the episode out.
I'm not
because-
closing it.
Okay.
I want her to give us her mixtape and her single first before we get back to that.
Yo, go check Lady Mac on Instagram.
Yes.
Lady Mac on Instagram.
Lady Mac music on
You got
Instagram.
to
She's
say the
on
video
all
show.
YouTube,
streaming
July
services.
3rd. It's nice. It's
I'll
nice.
bring some hats out there for you.
That's alright, bring the hats, bring the Crips, bring whoever you want to bring. It's all love. I don't care, it's all love. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I eat beef, I cook it, well done. So, I'm open to bringing
What was your
everybody.
question you had?
StakkStone. StakkStone.
Tax.
No
Yeah,
tax.
cause he definitely taxing niggas.
No tax.
No more free features, he said.
Because when I first
Never.
like got introduced to you, you was the guy on the internet announcing.
Only-
Like, you know me and that guy personal issue, and this is not even about his personal
Who,
issue.
Tax?
Yeah, but I first was introduced to you saying that he stole your identity.
Oh God.
Yo, I ain't gonna it was one time, I ain't gonna front, I was in the crib, I was hitting up, and I was just, he was saying things in magazines and shit, like he was from the Bahamas, stuff like I don't think he's from the Bahamas, and then he was saying that he was in blood, that he just ran out of his crib one day,
And this became he bought a dollar
and
bandana.
then I was like, well, how you get the stone? Like, how you get the stone? Like, I'm like, where you get the stone from? Like, if you say stone, at the time, like, it was only 31 of us. So if you carry that, automatically, some people was like, how the fuck you stone? It's only 31 of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? It didn't start getting big until, like, after 2001. That's how she got here and we was casting over because we branched off and it's just like gremlins. So we just left that. So when he was saying that, nobody had a recollection of who the fuck StakkStone was. I was like, so he said in an interview one day that he just ran out of his crib and put a bandana on and was claiming his set. So I was like, that can't happen.
That's not
so
how
when you go to jail, they G-check you in it and you be like a lot of people from LA, like there was, I hear dudes is doing interviews about this dude talking about, what's his name? Casino, whatever. Something about Bounty Hunter Bloods recently.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that over here. If you was in upstate any prison and you wasn't under those 13 sets, then you couldn't claim nothing else. It was like New York was like
It's looser now when it comes to like the gang banging. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same.
They didn't let you claim pyro. They was like putting you on a plate.
Yeah, like before you had to catch stains. Like I had to catch a stain to come in here. I ain't have to open my legs, none of that. I had to catch a real stain to become blood. You understand? Nowadays it's politics. As long as you got the bag and you know somebody, he's like, yeah, you blood. Here you go your paperwork. No, ain't not doing that. We ain't accepting nobody. The book's closed. You understand what I'm saying? These other sets, they just let anybody come say what they are.
Not every other set, but that's like
Other sets.
Not every set, but I would say
not every
most.
set.
Look at hats, huh?
I would say
I think this nigga pre-hat.
LRB. I would say non-tradable.
What hurt?
Like bring everybody down and broke the whole.
Nah, I disagree. Hurts don't play that game. I'm gonna be real with you. Shout out to my girl Remy Roller. That's my bitch. She headed G-Shine. You heard? Hurts don't play that game. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know this for a fact. Shout out to Murph. I fuck with the big Hurts. They don't play that game. They don't let everybody in their set. But them Jets, they fly high. They let everybody
They know
in.
that. What's the name?
You heard?
Facto, got you. Listen, man. Come on. I know.
She already on
man, but
paper.
listen, man.
She already on paper.
She already on
take that
papers.
out.
Lady Mac don't care. She
That was
out
our
here.
personal copy.
Yeah, that's our personal, but
Don't worry about it. I got that one. But listen, it's your boy Karos from Frosty, man. I'm out here with my boy.
Flight School Pier. This is Gods of the City.
And we got,
StakkStone, the big villain.
you know this Lady Mac, Queen of New York. You know the vibes.
yeah, you already know, man. Holla at your boys.
Blah!
Gang.
That's legendary.
Go to Ross.
Facts.
Yeah,
Go